Quarantine, state of emergency, shelter in place. Wuhan shuts down a seafood market where experts suspect the virus originated.
It's moving at breakneck speeds firefighters rarely see.
The August complex fire has become the largest fire in state history.
BBC tonight says Europe is the new epicenter of the epidemic, with 70% of new cases.
State of emergency.
In Italy, the death
shelter
toll
in place.
rising
Wuhan
at
shuts
breakneck
down a
speeds.
seafood market.
Tonight says Europe wants the new epicenter of the epidemic.
So, and when you guys talk, talk into the camera. Or actually, no, talk at me.
Okay.
So, the first question is, what are your names, and what organization do you run, or what state is it in?
Hello, my name is Maria Gregorio, and with my son, we run Giving Fruits, and we are in the state of California.
My name is Jean-Pierre Mouloudj. I'm her son, and I help with this too.
It was actually started sort of like an accident. when shelter in place started, my coworkers and I started to think that, okay, what can we do to help? And with that thinking, one of the work that came out is a Meals for Frontliners. And as everybody jumps into Meals for Frontliners, we started a GoFundMe. So then I told him, okay, I think I can get this to work. I can, design a contactless pickup. And so I started talking to Jean-Pierre and Ethan and my husband, and we all started thinking about it. Okay, how can we do this? Where? And that's kind of where it started. Everybody was excited to get farm fresh produce. And then eventually another, actually Menlo Park parent who is a lawyer said, hey, we can help you and take you up pro bono, and we can, make you a nonprofit. The COVID situation made it more interesting for people to actually participate. I think if it wasn't COVID, this channel might not even be as attractive to people. And I think, or if it is, it will be, it will be more of like a farmer's market, which we already have.
So basically how we started getting volunteers for this food drive sort of thing was, at first, the first few times it was just me and my brother. And then we added one of my neighbors, her name is Jules. And then after that, it was just some of my friends who were swimming. And a lot of them were younger than me, and they were asking, hey, can I get service hours? Because during COVID, it's really hard to get anywhere that they can just go out and go volunteer. And when they heard that this is contactless pickup and it's specifically kind of for COVID, they were like, oh wow, that's super cool. Can I join? So on Mondays, that's how the week goes for us. And so basically Monday night, Tuesday morning, around there, we'll have our entire list of everything that we're going to offer for that week. And it's everything that the farmer's telling us. And sometimes they give us a small limit. And what happens is my mom puts that on our website, which is givingfruits.org. And she also has a Facebook group that is also just for Giving Fruits. She posts that and she says, oh yeah, new week coming, here's all the stuff. And she puts most of the updates there too.
Every night we manually count how many orders came in, and we send the count to the farmers every day.
So on the day of our pickup, we have people go to the Rinconada Library, and there's a kind of a windy sort of road inside there, so we don't have to cross traffic outside. And basically while they're waiting in the line, I go check them off, so I make sure that everyone is accounted for, and that way there's nothing goes missing or anything like that. We don't forget anything. And then they drive up to the side where we have all of our produce, and we just have them pop up their trunk. They don't have to go outside or anything. And we have our volunteers just put anything that they ordered that's on the paper on their windshield into their trunks, and then that's it. We just send them off like that.
Every single day he tells me.
Yeah. I'm so stressed.
Absolutely.
It's chai, and it's not the chai one.
No, the classic. And
Right
you
now.
used to have shops where you had other people helping you make stuff.
No, I did have kids work for me on the truck,
Okay.
but I'm just doing everything myself right now,
Okay.
just to kind of save money.
Yeah.
It's funny that even though you want, even though your goal is just to help people, there are many obstacles along the way. Well, we're constantly thinking about the risk of COVID because, if anybody gets COVID, that can shut down the operation. Our first priority is the safety of everybody at Giving Fruits. Looking for the venue was a challenge. So in the beginning, we were expecting almost 300 people to pick up, which made it into a challenge. I called the police department and I said, "Excuse me, I have this situation and I just wanted to get your input." And and one of the officers actually called me back and helped me kind of brainstorm. And he suggested several public locations where we can do it. So we were able to do it several times, without any issue at the library. The season, yes, the season is actually very challenging. The summer is very exciting. We have a lot of summer fruits.
Cherries,
pluots, apricots. So the season, with the winter season, there's not a lot of exciting fruits. So that's where we see the decline in the sales. Yeah. And so right now, we're having to deal with a lot of excess, but at the end of the day, we really don't lose much because whatever excess we have still goes on to help with the shelter and the food closets. So far, Washington Post is like the biggest outfit that was approached us. The local newspapers actually. So Palo Alto Weekly have featured us several times, and I think they also published the Almanac in Atherton, Redwood City area, Menlo Park, and also I think the Mountainview Eye. Right now, Facebook is actually trying to set up something to help promote Giving Fruits as well. Giving Fruits is able to help the community by providing, super fresh produce, access to a lot of fruits and vegetables that are normally, grown specifically for restaurants. So they are on the more expensive side of the produce. They're certified organic and grown in small batches. So a lot of these fruits and vegetables are not the massive manufactured produce that we get in the supermarket. It's even better than the farmers market because at the farmers market, when they harvest their crops for the farmers market, they harvest it a little bit early because they don't want it to deteriorate faster because they're not even sure if they're going to be able to sell it. A lot of times, they harvest something for the farmers market, but then they have to put it in the coolers if they don't sell.
Oh, okay.
Green. Blue. Oh, look wrong.
Hold on. Wow, there's actually so much extra space. That's insane.
That single one on there. Yeah.
I think it's just the positive energy that it provides, knowing that you're able to help people, you're able to help the farmers, you're able to help your neighbor by providing them with the best produce available. It's like it's grown out of their backyard, and able to provide help within our immediate community. The shelters, the local food closets, right? And actually even just people in need.
Me as a high schooler, you know, just living like every day in and out, just like, okay, homework, swim, sleep, eat, repeat, like all of that. This kind of gives me like a sense of, I wouldn't kind of say like purpose, I guess, in this, like something to do right now, because I mean, during COVID, a lot of people are super limited, and I didn't want to, with everything limited, I didn't want to just say, okay, well, I can't do anything, and it makes me feel like I'm using my time well. So yeah, that's good.
Did you say purpose? I'm gonna cry. You know, everybody should understand, you know, that we all can do something, you know, even little at a time, to help out other people less fortunate than we are. You know, especially in 2020, you know, the world needs a lot of help. So I think it's the sense of community, you know, the sense of humanity, that we should all think about each other, especially during pandemic.
Well, we have thought about what's going to happen when COVID ends, right? Because the main idea of this is helping stuff that's happening during COVID. I'm not sure if it's going to go on like this specifically forever. Like, we'll probably find new things to like help out, and it'll probably be like the same premise that we're still helping the farmers, because there's a lot of small farms that need help, right? Maybe it's not something as big scale as like multiple farms are having to worry with the air quality, or multiple farms are going to have to work with a pandemic, right? Even small businesses working with the pandemic, everyone working with the pandemic. But I'm sure that we can still find other ways to help, and maybe we can help those smaller farms as well. And I'm sure there's always like place to donate and help out. So.
But if it's only during the COVID, we're also happy, because we at least got the opportunity to help during the pandemic. And with that, you know, that was a great experience.
How do you like working with your son?
Can we skip? No.
Do I answer truthfully?